Welcome back, everybody. It's a Name Babbler, and here's another episode of Let's Play with RimWorld. So, quite a bit happened last time. I'll put a little link up above for you to watch the full episode if you want. We made a new pig pen for Sally the sow. We're in the midst of making a holding containment area for the anomalies that we're encountering. And Ally's go juice addiction has still not been resolved. She's going to slip into a coma pretty soon if we aren't able to figure that out. So we have a lot to do this episode. Let's just jump right in and get to it. All right, let's do a little check. So Wilson is okay. He was just throwing some horseshoes. He needs some food. We're getting Ally to cook food since we're dangerously low. We actually have 0 food right at the moment. Wilson is about to eat gazelle meat raw. So I'm going to stop him from doing that. And in fact, I'm going to change it so that they can't do that. So food policy. How do I do that? Food policy, lavish. I want to get rid of all raw. I don't want them to be able to eat raw meat. So raw meat is out of the question. They could eat raw vegetables and all that. That's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, so all right, the rest of it's good. So we're gonna get him out of there. Okay. So he's about to go sow the area right here with hay grass, so that Sally the sow has a great spot to sleep and eat grass. So Sally the sow is going to be in the pig pen where Wilson is sowing the seeds. Pretty sure I said that all right. All right, so Ally, you need to cook for us because we're dangerously low. We actually have no food. And we need to figure out what we're going to do for go juice. All right, we have a mad hare. A local hare has gone mad. It will attack everyone it sees. I'm thinking Wilson could take care of this himself. So let's just draft him real quick. Get him over there. Hopefully I don't regret making him just do this himself. I don't know why I feel nervous. I feel nervous that he's not going to be able to kill this hare. Two shots missed. 3 shots missed. Okay. Wilson, you really, I mean... You just sat there while the hare attacked you. All right, well, we're fine. So somebody can butcher that. Crisis averted. That would have been pretty embarrassing. All right, so he's sowing the area. He's got some hay grass. How long does it take hay grass to grow? 7 days. But I think this area will be significant enough for one sow. And I think Rex is here too. Rex the rhinoceros. I mean, maybe I need to get more creative with my naming, but that's what we have for now. Rissa is going to go study the void monolith. I should actually... I'll do it in a little while, but I think I should work on the animals, the rhino and the sow, to not be able to come into the building. Because they're putting animal filth all over the place, but I really don't have a good spot for them just yet, so I'm going to hold off on doing that. Lizzie is walking extremely slowly. Is there something wrong? Oh, she has food poisoning. So I'm going to set ally to go ahead and prioritize butchering. Lizzie is going really slowly. She has food poisoning. You know, Rissa, where are you? Because I think you could encourage her in some way, can't you? Let's get you over to Lizzie. She is your sister, so you should want to encourage her anyway. But also, you are the... What are you again? The rector of something? The rector of freedom. So, maybe you can make her feel better. The other problem that we have no food right now, and Lizzie has food poisoning. I think when she vomits, it's going to be a problem because she's going to need more food. So let's see how this works. I haven't done this. We're going to do Rissa as Director of Freedom. She can preach moral strength to a sick or wounded person, counsel somebody, reassure somebody, or convert somebody. We're just going to preach health at Lizzie. Okay, it says cannot use preach health. Lizzie must be sick. So they don't consider food poisoning to be sick. How about reassuring? I mean, we could do counseling. Rissa successfully counseled Lizzie, increasing her mood by 8. That's what we wanted. Ally, you getting that hair? Yep. Okay, so Ally got that hair. And Wilson's asleep. When Wilson wakes up, I think he's going to need to harvest some agave. So let's widen that little search there. Basically the whole map, or a quarter of the map. Are there any berries? We're in dire need right now. Okay, so the other thing that we were going to start doing now that I'm letting them sleep and get caught up here is that this stockpile zone is going to be where we put some sandstone blocks that Ally's going to create. We're going to build our new base here. Okay. Everybody's asleep. Ally's awake. This is nothing abnormal. What's our food situation? Rice is 76% grown. Corn is 91% grown. We're almost there with corn. So corn takes 11 days to grow. That means 9% a day, I would assume. So it could be by tomorrow we actually have corn. And if we need to, we're going to have them just go ahead and hunt. In fact, I'm going to flag some stuff for Ally when she wakes up. So we're going to get rid of a rat, another rat, try to keep the females around. That rabbit, maybe an iguana. Gotta keep those gazelles. Everything else we're going to keep right now. Maybe 2 more rats. So Wilson, maybe you'll be a hunter also. Make it more of a higher priority for you. Everybody else continue what you're doing. Actually gonna I'm gonna turn off this. We don't need this area to be sown right now with seeds. He's just gonna go ahead and finish a few more of this this cactus field we have, and then he'll get to doing some hunting. I mean, he's starving. He's got to go do hunting right now. You know what? I'm going to turn off that here. No more sowing seeds. What are you sowing over here? What's this? Oh, the hay grass. Turn off sowing for that as well. Harvesting a cactus. I guess he just really likes to prioritize the plants because that's how I set it up. All right, are you gonna go? Oh, he's harvesting the agave. Okay, that's fine. That's good. We need that. He's meditating. Well, I think when Ally wakes up, she'll actually start cutting down some plants too. Or is it Lizzie? It's Lizzie. But Lizzie's so hurt. She has food poisoning. Yeah, so she's recovering from food poisoning. I'm going to change her priorities to... I don't want to change her priorities. I want to tell her to prioritize it here, but I'm not going to change it in her normal work priorities. So go ahead and harvest some agave. We got people starving. I mean, she's also starving because she's vomiting all over the place. Ally, I need you to not play chess. I need you to cook. That's actually better. When your fellow colonists are starving, playing chess doesn't seem like a good long-term solution. So, cook, please. Lizzie just ate some agave, but she's still hungry. Or maybe that mood bubble was for food poisoning. Okay, we have one meal. And Ally's cooking the second one. Great. Go ahead, eat that, Wilson, and then go ahead and continue to harvest, please. All right, Riss is eating. Okay, we're getting caught up. And if we can get corn, we'll be okay. But there's agave right here. There's berries right here. This is 3, 4, 5 meals right here once Ally gets to it. You know, the other thing too is these doors are slowing everything down. Once I have electricity, I can make automatic doors so they can walk right through. It'll open them up prior to them getting there. Well, the rice is 90% grown. The corn is 94% grown. If I'm not able to harvest them today, definitely tomorrow. So, just gotta struggle through one more day, guys. Lizzie looks like she's feeling better. She's got a little pep in her step. Look at that. I mean, she has the initial symptoms of heat stroke, but other than that, she's okay. All right, Ally. Lizzie got food poisoning again because the cooking area was dirty. Okay, so in hindsight, let's see why. So the kitchen is very dirty. And I'm assuming because of the blood from the butchering of animals. That makes sense, because they're really not cleaning up after themselves. So, got it. Clean up the kitchen, ally. Oh, ally will never clean. That's the problem, or part of the problem. Wilson, you'll clean the kitchen? Right now, it is very dirty and negative 2.75. He's cleaning. Negative 2.25, 1.5, 1.25. And now it's just dirty. I guess that's just because there's things laying around. Wilson is harvesting a rice plant. There we go. Well, we can cancel harvesting the agave. Let's expand this grow zone a little bit here. Just for now. We're going to move this whole operation anyway. Some point. I want to allow that to be sown, allow this one to be sown. I'm not convinced that I need these trees, but I will also allow that to be sown. This containment strength is still 0 because it's outdoors. Once Lizzie fixes all this, then we'll be okay. We have 3 meals in stock. We're building back. Okay, so while they're doing their thing, let's talk about this. Let's see. This new base. Let's start planning it out a little bit. I'm just going to draw using the planning tool. What do we need? We need batteries. So we need power area. We need some bedrooms. We need a hospital kind of wing, maybe with 2 or 3 beds. A great hall for them to enjoy food. A kitchen. A fridge. A freezer would be nice. A fridge would be good, but both would be awesome. Okay, so Lizzie is on a major break risk. She's in intense pain. And there's a heat wave. Okay, so this is going to change our priorities a little bit. So heat wave, an unusual heat wave has begun. Heat waves can induce deadly heat stroke. Stay cool by building either a passive or electric cooler, or by getting deep underground where the rocks are naturally cool. What's a passive cooler? What's that? A traditional unpowered cooler that works by water evaporation. Must be regularly replenished with wood, not efficient enough to refrigerate food. So is that what's going to get us to this heat wave? What's going to get us to this heat wave? Is it passive? Let's see, where do I get that? Is it under temperature? Passive cooler. Yeah, so terrain requirement, cover effectiveness. Need 50 wood, so I'm going to need wood. So this cactus is 60%. This one's 20. Well, we don't have enough wood. Let's make one passive cooler in this room. Because inside right now it's 104 degrees and there's about to be a heat wave. So people are going to start getting heat stroke. And that's going to be a huge issue. So Lizzie, I need you to actually, well, you know what? She's hurt. Who else is able to do construction? Rissa can do construction. Rissa, I know you're researching. It's really important that you learn about drug production, but I need you to make a passive cooler. Wilson, you need to chop down every tree that you know within this little distance here. Chop that down. Because this heat stroke will kill us. Is there any more wood anywhere? I don't see wood anywhere else. Let's do it like this. Architect, orders, chop wood, and we're just going to kind of... Is that how we do that? I think that worked. Yeah, it did work. Chop wood over here. Okay, that's a bunch. And chop wood. The problem is Wilson's going to be out chopping these things. These trees. They're not things. Well, they are things. But he's going to be out in the heat doing this. It's kind of something we just have to do. And we're going to make another passive cooler somewhere else, maybe? We'll leave one for now. Rissa, get to work. So it's, if we're looking at this, it's 98 degrees outdoors. It's 112 indoors. Could be because we have the doors closed. But I think once we get this passive cooler going, that's going to help us. Otherwise, I'll just open up all the doors. It's 101 degrees outside. Wilson, I know you're asleep, but I need you to chop down some trees before this heat wave hits in full force. Insane ramblings. Okay. Lizzie has become completely untethered from reality, ranting about impossible subjects. She will snap out of it in a few hours. This happened because of poor mood. The final straw was intense pain. So what is she saying? She spoke negatively about Ally's uncle's opinions. She babbled incoherently about the mockery of happiness. Okay. She's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, Lizzie. Maybe you should go rest. Maybe you should go rest. Oh, because she's in a little break situation, a minor mental break. I can't really control her. So there's that. Wilson, get to chopping. Rissa, you built that? Great. Okay, so let's see. It's 98 in this room, 113 in that room, 104 in that room. But it's 97 now in this room. This passive cooler seems to be working. I think what that means I should do is make more. And maybe open the doors. Maybe if I open the doors after I make a couple more, that'll help. So let's put one there and one there. Next time you go through the door, keep it open. You're going to get disturbed while you're sleeping, but it's better than being dead. Ally, you're not really going to have anything unless I build a little something here like that, so that we could block off the actual area. Hold that open also. Okay, it's 92 in this room. And 99, 110 in other places. Okay, so the passive cooler does work. Great. And I think throughout this, what we're going to need to do is get Rissa to do some sort of motivational speech. Let's build a ritual spot in here, right next to the passive cooler. It's awful in the dining room. It's awful because it's dirty. Colonist needs rescue. Lizzie passed out. So Lizzie passed out. Why? Because of heat stroke. It's 119 degrees out. Somebody get up and rescue her. Rissa, as soon as you wake up, you're going to need to build these passive coolers and stuff. Please. How's the monkey doing? Is the monkey alright? He's alright. She's alright. She's doing okay. This heat doesn't bother her at all. She's going for a little stroll. How about Sally and Rex? They're eating grass. Everybody's happy. Chunks of a spacecraft have impacted nearby. You can deconstruct them to yield resources. I'll get to that later. It's 105 indoors, 97 in the room with the passive cooler, and 125 outside. So really, it's like necessary business only. Ally is going to read. So she just grabbed that book off the shelf there, and she's reading. Okay, that's fine. Whatever keeps you indoors. She's got a buff that says, I love reading. Reading really engages my intellectual passions. Rissa. She's feeding Lizzie, because Lizzie, I think, is passed out and needs to eat. Rissa is researching. That's fine. Again, just stay indoors. Wilson, when you get up, you're going to harvest a little bit so that Ally could do a little bit of cooking. So you guys can just kind of hang out in here. Okay, so now indoors it's 107. In the kitchen it's 120. We're going to open all the doors, internal doors. And we need more passive coolers here. Can they walk over the coolers? I don't want to interrupt her reading. They can't, so I can't put them in the hallway. It'll mess them up. All right, Wilson, harvest, please. Well, actually, eat the food first. I get it. Go ahead. Now harvest. Why aren't you harvesting? Oh, because it's not fully grown. Okay, so Ally is grabbing some wood. They're barely hanging on. They're sweltering hot. It's 139 degrees out. You don't want to sow this in the middle of a heat wave. So that doesn't get sown. That doesn't get sown. Neither does that. Neither does that. Nope. I need you to, chop down that tree. Rissa is looking and using a telescope because that's important right now. Lizzie vomited off the side of her bed. I need you to make another cooler. She can't do that just yet. Okay. Ally is going and grabbing some stuff so that she can cook meals. Good. I need you to do that. Who is in a major break? Minor break is Rissa. So she can't reassure or do anything with anybody for another 1.5 days. He's chopping down trees. Rissa just got knocked down. This is terrible. Okay, Lizzie's back up. She's hauling wood. I want you to prioritize the passive coolers. Because these things are going to help us. Colonist needs rescue. Wilson got knocked down. Ally, can you go grab him? Lizzie got knocked down also. Rescue Lizzie. Can't prioritize that because she's not assigned to working, constructing. That's fine. I need you to get this going. And then go grab Wilson. Okay, go get Wilson. He's right here. Just grab him real quick. And then somebody can you build that, Ally? Let's see. I think your construction is 0. That's fine. You're the only one conscious, so I feel like you need to do it. It's 132 degrees in Lizzie's room. It's 123 in this great room. If I can get another cooler up and going, maybe that'll help. Ally, construct this. You're already working on it. Good. No, I need you to construct this one. You're going to do a terrible job. Construction botched. There's not enough wood. She ruined all the wood. So if Ally passes out right now, that's going to be a big problem because we'll have nobody to rescue anybody and they'll just cook in the heat. I need 10 more wood and then you can go ahead and fix that, finish that. 117 degrees in this room, 125 in the bedroom. She botched the construction again. Need 23 more wood. That's only 20. And there's 14. So she's going to have to make a couple of trips outside. It's 120 degrees outside now, because it's nighttime. Somebody's starving. Who's starving? Rissa's starving. Okay. You got to get this passive cooler going, and then you could feed Rissa. Like, when you say starving... Oh, starving. Okay. Alright, we have a lot going on. We're on the brink right now of a lot of things that could go really wrong. Wilson is in serious pain. No. We're gonna cancel that one, actually. That'll give us the wood back. I need you to construct this passive cooler, and this time, don't botch it. You need to have learned from your past experiences. It's 104 in this room. Okay, she did it. Good. Now prioritize this food. I need you to feed Rissa. Can you do that? I'm not even sure you're capable. Prioritize feeding Rissa, because she's starving. Lizzie is almost starving. Wilson is next to almost starving. Okay, so she's feeding Rissa, who is now malnourished, but okay, she's fine. Ally thinks that she deserves a rest, but she does not. I need you to cook. And right now, I mean, they're all hurt. They're not conscious. They have severe heat stroke. And there's really not much that I can do. Okay, so Rissa just died. So, why did Rissa die? Heat stroke. Which means all these other ones are on the brink of dying. You're gonna have to just get through it, guys. We'll mourn later. Lizzie's about to be in a starvation state, so I need you to prioritize feeding her. Okay, well, Rissa dying is a major blow to the colony. And it's going to take us a lot to recover, because she was our researcher. She was the one researching drug production, because, as you remember, Ally has a chemical dependency, needs to have go juice. In 19 more days, she will go into a coma. Medical emergency. So I don't know how to do anything with Lizzie. They're sleeping. It's 98 degrees. It's 81 indoors in these rooms. So the cool air is actually making it into the bedrooms. So I think the fact that it's under 100 degrees in their rooms, they're going to recover from heat stroke on their own, is my hope. Ally is in a major break risk, so cook one more meal and then go to bed. And maybe close the door with the corpse in it. Let's not waste any of that precious warm air. Or cool air, I mean. Close that door. Why won't you close that door? Yeah, there you go. And consume this meal and then go to sleep. You deserve to go to sleep. Hopefully when you wake up, everybody's not dead. Okay, so here's Rissa. The corpse of Rissa. She's dead. That means we lost our best doctor and our best researcher, as well as our rector of freedom. And all around good person. Sister to Ally, sister to Lizzie. Who's starving? Probably Wilson. Yeah, Wilson's starving. Lizzie, you gonna wake up soon? I can't draft him because he's unconscious. I can't draft him or she's unconscious. Ally, you're gonna have to get up and feed him. You're just gonna have to do that. Cook a meal, feed Wilson. Is Lizzie hungry? No, Lizzie will be okay. He just ate corn. She just ate corn. Sally just ate that corn. Yeah, I definitely need to pen them in. Feed him. No. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Just feed him some berries. I don't care. Feed him something, though. That barely helped him. She's feeding Wilson that meal, all on her own. Good job. Okay, so Wilson's kind of stable right now. Lizzie is hungry. She's trying to go rest again. I don't want you to have to, like, interrupt your rest, so let's, once again, cook a meal, feed Lizzie, then go to sleep. Oh, no. Wilson and Lizzie have both died. And Shah is freaking out. He's become maddened, is a manhunter right now. And everything is going wrong. So right now, in this moment, what has happened is Rissa has died. We closed her door so that people walking by wouldn't see it. A second ago, Lizzie died and Wilson died because of heat stroke. Because Wilson died, Shah, his monkey, is going crazy and has struck Ally in the neck, has injured her left leg, and has bashed her torso. And she's just trying to go cook a meal. So this is not good. And we may not recover from this. But we'll find out next time in the next episode.